Alright. Okay, I better turn off that fan. This is a simple review of some of the engines I got from my grandfather. Now, we are currently figuring out what we'll do with them. Some of them I'm keeping, some of them are being sold at a local hobby shop. Now, this engine right here is part of a set. It is a brass engine from a West Side model company. Here's part of the packaging. It says it is a Southern Pacific fire train. Might not be able to see that very well. I apologize. I am using an old camera, and it may not be the best. Now, in this kit, this train comes with the engine. Try to zoom in a little. Maybe that helps just a bit. And a firebox tender, I believe. Now I'm going to carefully rotate the track so you can see a more 360 view. Let's hope it cooperates. That's the thing with some of these trains, sometimes they don't cooperate. Now then, you may not be able to see all the intricate details, and I apologize. I'm using the older camera. Now then, it is done up almost completely in brass. It is a 3-wheel drive. Very intricate detail on the top. Looks to have quite a lot of whistles and bells. And I believe this is a model with a working headlamp. Maybe not. I haven't tried running it yet. Now, in this kit, it came with 2 cars. They're both pretty much the same looking, so I'll just show you one. Oh, okay, that's a new detail. Anyway, this is one of the water cars, I believe, water tanks. Now, as you can see, it is also all done up in brass, and the ladders are actually removable, but I dare not remove them because I fear losing them or not be able to get them back on, which will hurt the value. I apologize if you can hear people talking. I have people over, or family talking in the back, in the other room. I just noticed that this is the rear car. Let me see if I can get it in frame. If you look closely, or if you can see it has a cattle catcher right there, and a second headlamp, which I think is pretty cool. Now, this kit came with some spare parts in case needed, but I'm not going to go into detail. This here is a custom car my grandfather made. As you can see, it's supposed to be carrying pipes, but the paint on the pipes, so to speak, is chipped away, revealing that it's just cut up straws, but I think it's pretty cool. The original car is a Pennsylvania flatbed. I believe it's model number 425500. Did this long ago. Next is another car that I believe he modified using two children toy bulldozers and little bits of wood to make it look like a construction vehicle transport, which I think is pretty cool. This wood feels to be balsa, and that's about it for that. Now you wouldn't be interested. Now, in one of the boxes of rolling stock that we uncovered were boxes of basically boxcars. Now, the interesting feature on these is the doors, if you're careful enough, you can actually open them up, place maybe little figures inside, and then close them a bit, if you're careful. So, I think that's pretty cool. And all these roll pretty nicely. Even though they were kept in a closet for many years. Next, I am opening up a Hallmark Models Mopac Standard Wood Sheath Caboose Brass. Now, unfortunately, this is one that has not been completely put together. It was part of a kit. Come on, cooperate with me, Caboose. Let me get it out of its protective plastic bubble. Don't worry, I can put it back in later. So, it's a really old one. He never got to putting the wheels on because he already had one with wheels properly on. And this box contains everything it needed to make it look right. You know, with the wheels and screws to keep the wheels in place. So that's kind of how it would look. It's a cute little caboose. I miss these things, even though I never personally saw them. Molded details. There are those two levers, or I don't know the word for them. You twist them, and apparently it applies emergency brakes just for that vehicle. There's two of those on each side. There's no couplers on it, which is a bummer, but one can live with that. Next, a C19 number 346 key imports 280 consolidation, in case if you're one of those people who care about that kind of info. Brass. I believe it is a Z scale, because it does not fit on my display track. It comes with both engine and a little tender to hook up Molded details. The bell actually can be moved. I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm next to the camera. It has cattle catchers, so I believe this is around American Revolution. Not Revolution, but Industrial Revolution. Front coupler doesn't really work. It's just for display. Back of the train, if I can get it to look just right. It's kind of weird. You can see the firebox. I'm not sure if you can see that. And on the inside, molded details to cover up the motor, make it look like part of the firebox itself. So that's interesting. Okay. Final one for... Oh, never mind. That was a kit, not put together. Oh! Okay, good, didn't fall. A completely handmade wooden boxcar. You can tell it's completely wooden because it's so light. Come on, get on the track. It wobbles a little, which I like. Kind of cute. Has a little micro chain on it. Not sure why. It's a refrigerator car. And apparently its real life counterpart is for potatoes. Interesting. The wood's surprisingly not like most wood that's really old and crumbly. So yeah, this is a test video. See, I may do more reviews or just talk about some stuff in the future if this gets liked enough, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.